Welcome to day 7 of our mini vlog. So this morning we started by getting the boys in. FJ and Chief live together and stay out overnight, and then I put Molly and Wilf and Leo out in the fields and then mucked their boxes out along with the boss in her bobble hat. Also checked on the chickens, they are doing so well. Then had breakfast. If you used to watch my old vlogs, you will know this was a staple for me, banana pancakes. Then we have a little boogie to some worship music and a little kiss. Mum was an absolute hero today and took Perrin poo picking whilst I could do some horses. Again, childcare's been a bit weird this week, so off they go. And then I started by riding FJ today. I am basically trying to do groundwork, bodywork one day and then ride them the next. Look at that face. I think the riding is important for me just to check in to see how they feel. I tend to find that I can feel it better when I'm riding them. But especially with FJ, I always start with doing some of the bodywork before I ride him. Here he is after he's been ridden. I was quite happy with how his back looked. I was just checking in with his body. There's still a lot to improve on, but we are definitely going in the right direction. Then I rode Chief, and the whole ride, well, not the whole ride, but when I was in walk, he was thinking about rolling. So I whipped all the hack off and he didn't actually roll. Then I turned FJ and Chief back out in the field. We try and get them to live out as much as possible, so they just come in for work. So then I went to check on Perrin and Mum to see how they were, and she said I could ride one more horse, so I chose Molly. So out of all my horses, Molly has the most dysfunctional body. I think that's because he's the oldest and he was in the awful training system for so long. But that dip that you see in front of the withers there is a really bad sign. And then he also was like a humpback whale and had built up muscle behind the saddle. That is also not a good sign. So this work is absolutely vital for him, getting him to really be able to drop that top line. I did just see what he was like in the walk to start with, but I just felt like he wasn't letting go. So we had a bit of a pause, really getting him to let go. I'm planning on getting back onto him soon to do this in the walk, but because he is so stressed about being in the arena, I often find that he doesn't fully let go and he's always thinking about the door. That is why I let him go after every session, and I'm trying to work through that too. It is hard when they have such emotional trauma along with physical, but I must say this is the first time in our journey that I've felt that we've made any improvements in this area, so that's amazing. And I can really see the light at the end of the tunnel with him and what an incredible horse he's going to be once he finds inner peace and starts to let go in his body. I am also super excited for my friend Olivia to come and show me some more of the bodywork stuff with him to get him releasing better. Another thing that I'm really trying to work towards is that I want Wilf, Leo and Molly all to be in like a little herd together, but like I mentioned on the stories, it's one thing having this idea, but actually getting it into plan is quite tricky. Unfortunately, my phone ran out of memory, so that is the end of today's vlog. Hope you enjoyed it.